This is Estoril, a charming beach town located near the most westerly point of Europe, not far from the Portuguese capital of Lisbon. This is the perfect place to relax and recharge your batteries. Sunbathing, delicious seafood, and endless walks by the ocean. Luckily, there's a close-by alternative for when you are done with life in the slow lane. Welcome to Autodromo do Estoril and the second race weekend of the 2021 WTCR season. The FIA WTCR has arrived and the Lynk Co Cyan Racing team will do everything in their power to bring the points home. Since the opening race weekend at the Green Hell, the team has worked round the clock to optimize their cars to meet the challenges from the BOP. It's time to show what they've got. The drivers have made up their minds, and the message is clear. Make no mistake, you can slow us down, you can try to push us off, but we will keep fighting. Entering qualification, the Lynk Co Cyan Racing drivers are fully aware of the challenge ahead. The layout of the track, with several overtaking corners and long straights, combined with having the highest, heaviest and least powerful car in the field due to the BOP, makes for an uphill struggle. These are the facts. The one thing they could control was simply to be better in every other aspect. To quickly find the best setup. To stay out of harm's way, drive intelligently, stay cool and let the others make all the mistakes.
Looking back at the last years, I never think that the Lynk Co have been the fastest car, but we have always been one of the cars always scoring points. We have almost every year the minimal amount of DNFs compared to our competitors. That way I'm hoping we will be able to secure one more title, but this year it will definitely be much more difficult than it has been in the past. And I mean, at the moment I think it's a huge challenge, since now we're really feeling that we're not up to pace compared to the other ones.
So far this year, the Hyundai Elantra does seem to have had the out-and-out legs on the blue Lynk Co's, but he has got three of them breathing down his neck here.
Tarquini on pole, his nearest rival, his nearest helper rather, is in fifth place. Jean-Carl Vernet is in seventh, behind Norbert Mikulits. So three Hyundais in the top 10, but the three blue Lynk Co's are down the inside. Erlacher, exactly as you predicted, Matt, gets the overlap with Gabrielli and elbows his way through into the lead, and there's trouble behind. All three Hyundais have gone off.
Oh, he took two with one stone there. He took one of his own teammates out as well.
Yeah, he's almost having to push Santi Arusha through the turns. Lynk Co currently have all four cars in the top 7, Matt. Looks like all of the whiffle about their performance deficit doesn't actually bear really giving any credence to.
On the reverse grid race, Martin. Tell you, one of the biggest movers and groovers, Martin, Ted Bjorg, up from 12th place to 7th now.
Arusha is doing a very important job for Erlacher at the moment, holding off Montero and Guerrieri, who are both ahead of Jan in the points. That's the race leader, or the pole sitter rather, out of second place. Puncture, right front puncture. Lynk Co 1, 2, 3. Jan Erlacher will win this from teammates Ivar Muller and Santi Arusha, both of whom have done a superb job for him. Arusha especially holding off the Hondas when the Honda had the advantage. A 1, 2, 3 podium sweep for Lynk Co.
Arusha taking a massive amount of pressure early on, absorbed it well, stuck with it, and then brought it home for the clean sweep for Lynk Co.
I know how fast the Hondas are. Yeah, you were brilliant. So impressed.
It was good, you know. Thiago is a really professional driver with a lot of experience. He's respected me very well on the track, and it was good. It was tough, you know, because it's not easy when you have a guy like pushing like this every time. But yeah, to finish 1, 2, 3 with the team, I think it's really good considering the the BOP that we had, that we can see that we are clearly slower than them on the straight.
The only chance we had was to do a good start. We nailed the start, we dive on the inside. We had a bit of contact because he didn't want it to, but yeah, we managed to overtake him.
This is touring car racing, so everything can happen in the start, and it's most easy or difficult in the start to overtake people. But I had a good start coming in on the inside and just deciding to, keep the throttle down and just try to pick off the cars that were crashing in front of me. So it felt really good.
And really happy with the result. I mean, Jon did a solid performance, taking the lead from the start. We were a little bit lucky with Tarquini, but I'm super impressed with Santi keeping the Hondas behind. I mean, everyone could see that they were really fast. So really happy with that result. Also seeing Ted being able to escape the big pile-up between him and the other cars, and we managed to show again how important consistency is with scoring points with all 4 cars.
Lights are on for race 2. Away we go. Guerrieri stalls. Thiago Montero leads. Jean-Claude Vernet in second. Tashi down the inside. Arusha's up to 4th. It's a Honda 1-2 and an utter disaster for Esteban Guerrieri. And here comes Tarquini on Santi Arusha. Look behind, Luca Engstler goes around the outside of Air Lachey. And again, it's Santi Arusha, and Santi was only 4 points behind Ivan. He will be their best placed driver after 2 of 6 race weekends. Suddenly, you're going to have to think eggs are going in baskets, and especially when you think how early in the season Cyan Racing have decided things like that previously. There's no time to be messing about.
Well, I think if you're on the Muller side of the garage, it probably gets decided pretty early in the season. If you're on the Arusha side of the garage, you've probably got a bit longer to wait.
And Air Lachey is going to send it here on Arusha for 6th position. Oh! Well, it doesn't look like there are team orders.
If I stop them now,
no, you say to keep the positions. We are safe in the front, safe in the rear. You always say fighting for 1 point. What's the fucking point?
This is Air Lachey, and do you know what? This could be as critical for the championship as Montero having to make a pit stop.
Wow,
as Guerrieri stalling, as Girolami running into the back of people.
I fight a little bit with Santi, but didn't want it to take too much risk because we are teammates, so I just follow in, but I'm really pleased with the pace we had this weekend.
Yeah, only 1 lap because I did a mistake, but I think we both were running the same pace, and it's okay, we're teammates, so he didn't get any risk, which I think was a smart move. I think it was a good weekend. We came here and we didn't know where we will be because of the BOP, and it was clear in race 2 that oh my God, like they are a lot quicker than us. They are completely in a different league.
Estoril has ended with a good result for us. Super happy with having all cars ending both races on points. So really happy with that. Now it's just looking ahead and scoring more points in Aragon.
The Lynk Co Cyan Racing team entered the Estoril weekend with what appeared to be an impossible mission: to stay in the title fight despite the BOP setting them back. But as always, hard work and determination combined with skill and playing their cards right made all the difference. Exceeding everyone's expectations, including their own, they scored far more points than anticipated, watching their title rivals make all the mistakes. Next up, Aragon, Spain, the 3rd race weekend of the season, and things are starting to shape up. The Lynk Co Cyan Racing drivers have performed well on the Aragon track in the past. Going into the Spanish weekend, Santi and Ivan share 2nd place in the driver standings, with Jan and Ted chasing hard from behind.
I know if I'm strong in the first few weekends, then I'm gonna have the support from Cyan. So that's my goal, to be in front of my teammates in the first weekend. Always Lynk Co and Cyan will be first, then the drivers. I'm coming, Ivan, I'm coming.
The championship is still long. I don't want to see the championship point or classification right now. Jan will come back, Ted can come back as well. No, there is nothing there. At the moment we have to score as much points as possible to win the title, and then we see who is it. But at the moment, the Cyan Lynk Co Championship is the most important.
Will this be the defining weekend for the drivers in who will be the chosen one to go for the driver's title? Santi and Ivan are tied after 2 race weekends. Will the fight between them intensify? Will Ted and Jan fight back to even out the standings within the teams? Will the BOP levels change? Who will make the mistakes? Let's see what happens. See you in Aragon.